My name is Renee and I'm here with Carol, and we're here for our Health Tips series on Friday. This is a Friday in July, and so we're going to be talking about family nutrition and nutrition with your kids. And I'm going to let Carol get started in a minute, but I wanted to make sure to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors for this particular series, for the Health Tips series. So we share this on social media, and the series is around various health tips: movement, mindfulness, nutrition, purpose, belonging, and our sponsors of this program help support our Healthy Yakima initiative. So the Memorial Foundation has 4 initiatives that we fundraise for, and the Healthy Yakima initiative raises funds for diabetes prevention, diabetes education, education around childhood obesity and nutrition, childbirth education, lots of really great things to keep our community healthy and sustaining that health throughout their life. So if you're interested in being a donor or a sponsor to that program, we would love to hear from you. Please send us a DM here on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or wherever you're watching this, or head over to the Memorial Foundation at your nearest search engine. So Carol is here as a registered dietitian, and she works with Yakima Valley Memorial, and so we're going to talk a little bit about how we can get our kids excited about nutrition in the summer. And you have some tips to share with us.
I do.
But first, maybe you can tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do, especially for us non-medical viewers.
Yes. So like Renee said, I'm a registered dietitian for Yakima Valley Memorial Hospital. I work in an outpatient setting at Family Medicine of Yakima. So I see patients based on referrals, and referrals vary greatly, and I see all ages through the spectrum. The reason for the referral varies quite greatly. For example, we can have patients who are elderly and need to gain weight. We have moms who are pregnant who want to know, what is a healthy diet for me as a pregnant person? Gestational diabetes, new diabetics, type 1s, type 2s, high blood pressure, heart disease, you name it. And that's also why I really do enjoy what I do. Is I come to work, I see my patient list, and I don't know what I'm going to get until I come into work. So it keeps me on my toes with nutrition and learning, and I thoroughly enjoy it because of how I also keep learning in my own profession.
Yeah, every day is different.
Every day is different.
That's so exciting. And the community needs that.
Yes.
We need that support.
For sure. I'm also bilingual. I'm fluent in Spanish. So that helps a lot to have that in this community.
Yeah. So you have kids of your own.
I do have kids.
Yes, we have one here today. Avery's with us here, and you have 2 others.
She's busy coloring. I have Avery, who's 6, and I have a 4-year-old Micah, and a 1-year-old just turned 1 on July 4th, Landon.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you talk about nutrition with your kids? What's your first tip for parents who are trying to work on nutrition with their families?
Yes. Actually, what I really do like to talk about first with my kids is not only introducing them to a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables on their plate. Maybe they don't want to try, I say at least take 1 bite, or preferably 2 bites. And I do have some struggles with my 4-year-old, but not Avery. But even so, I find that my 4-year-old Micah will try, and he will most times actually like the vegetable or the fruit. But I also like to have a good language in why, because kids, why, right?
Why?
That's a common thing. And so instead of me being like, it's good for you, or this is bad for you, I like to say, this is healthy for you. This gives you energy so you can play more. This helps you have a healthy tummy or a healthy stomach. Healthy teeth and gums with low sugar added foods. And so language does matter too, I feel, so they understand why mom and dad is wanting you to eat this. And we usually tend to give options, these 2 fruits for breakfast or lunch or dinner or snack, which one would you like? Same thing for vegetables. We take them to the farmer's market with us. We have gotten little cute aprons for them so they can cook with us. And we just want them to develop a healthy relationship with food, and it matters the younger you start having a healthy relationship with food and body, the better.
Yeah. Yeah, and that idea of choice. Do you want this or that? Which colors do you want?
Giving them
This-
some control. Yeah, versus them thinking that mom and dad are always the ones who are telling them what to do.
Yeah, and then food becomes this nebulous thing that
Yes.
you're afraid of or tired of. Or,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. And then maybe you'll have kids who really enjoy cooking, and you can look into cooking classes. And for kids in the Yakima Valley, I have heard of just recently today, as someone told me about Radish Kids. It's a website, 2Ds, and they send monthly kits for kids, and they give them hands-on tools, ingredients, recipes, and they get badges for different cooking techniques they have learned each month. So those options are there. Lots of resources. If you have questions, you can comment and we can send them to you.
Great.
But it's great to encourage kids in the kitchen.
Great. That's awesome. And adults. I could use some encouraging in the
Yes.
kitchen. Maybe I need a new apron.
Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe I do as well.
So let's talk a little bit about tip number 2 and hydration. And how do we get hydration and water into the kids?
Hydration.
In the summer.
More so. I mean, that heat wave we had was crazy. And kids tend to sometimes not be big on just water. It's okay. You know, they can have, you can buy frozen fruit is just as nutritious as fresh fruit. And it'll last you longer. Tends to be cheaper. You can make fruit popsicles. You can buy, I like Outshine brand, no added sugar popsicles for my kids. Fruit, 80% water content, so you don't necessarily have to drink just water to get hydrated. That also helps greatly. Water first and foremost. Now we have such a big choice in sparkling waters. So kids get carbonation that they like, but they don't get any of that sugar, which ends up not only affecting their gum and teeth health, but also it makes you thirstier. More, if you're really thirsty and you're just chugging soda and juice, you're just gonna be thirstier. So that's not what we wanna do in such hot temperatures.
Yeah. That's good to know that we can drink the sparkling water and still get the hydration effect.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
That's awesome. Me too. Okay, so our last tip for today is around movement and exercise.
Joyful movement. And I say this all the time with my patients is, what do you enjoy doing? Same thing with children. You know, Avery, she's big on gymnastics, tumbling, cartwheels. Mom, see how fast I can run. Let's all go together as a family. Let's go to the track right here near Franklin Park. Let's go to the playground. Let's go to the pool. And when you make it a family event, it encourages kids to want to come along versus if you're just like, go outside and play. You know, it's like, I don't want to. Let's go together. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a hike. I mean, we live in the Pacific Northwest. We have so many wonderful, beautiful hiking trails. You know, get some gear, get your kids out, pack some healthy snacks, and make it a memorable event.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit earlier, and one of the things you said was you were talking about these things that aren't structured movement. I think sometimes we get, well, if I'm going to exercise, I have to go to the gym, and then I have to do this, and I have to run, but I hate running.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, just move. Just go do your cartwheels.
Yeah.
Go do your walking on your hands.
Whatever you enjoy doing, as long as it matters more that you do it consistently, that you find it sustainable. Because if you're not going to enjoy it, you're likely not to stick with it. Find what you enjoy. Whatever movement you want to do for you or your kids, as long as you're moving.
That's awesome. So 3 easy tips that we can take away, we can really take for ourselves, these things of having a healthy relationship with food, creating colorful plates and giving ourselves choices, finding neat little tricks and hideaways to hydrate ourselves through the summer. And I love that word, joyful movement. Thank you so much for being here today
You're
and
so
sharing
welcome.
your tips.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell us, you mentioned that you're fluent in Spanish and that there's a lot of people in this community who speak Spanish, a lot of people in this community who could use the support of a diabetes educator, a registered dietitian. How can we find you?
You can find me at Family Medicine of Yakima right off of 40th. And I get referrals that specifically request, with Carol Taylor. So you're welcome to do that and just tell your doctor, I want to be seen by Carol. And then our referrals department makes sure that happens.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. We'll make sure to get them to Carol because she's our resident expert. We probably won't be able to answer them. But we want to hear from you. So tell us what you think and share this video with your friends. And we look forward to seeing you in our next Health Tips video. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.